Have you ever stopped to think that one of the simplest changes you make before going to bed could improve your sleep, support your hormones, increase your energy, and even help you perform better as a man? It may sound too easy to believe, but the science behind it is surprisingly strong. Sometimes the biggest improvements in health don't come from expensive treatments or complicated routines. They begin with small habits that most people never think twice about. Hello, I'm Dr. Rena, a urologist, and for the past 5 years, I've worked closely with men over the age of 50, helping them regain their strength, confidence, and overall well being. Today, I want to share a topic that often surprises people, yet has the potential to make a meaningful difference in your daily life. We're going to talk about what you wear to bed, or more specifically, why choosing not to wear anything at all may actually benefit your health. I understand if you're feeling skeptical. Most men don't expect something this simple to have such a wide range of benefits. But by the end of this discussion, you'll understand why sleeping without clothes can naturally improve your sleep quality, support healthy hormone production, enhance blood circulation, and even strengthen intimacy. Sometimes the body performs at its best when we simply stop getting in its way. Before we continue, I'd like to ask you for a quick favor. Let me know in the comments where you're watching from. I always enjoy seeing how many people from around the world are part of this growing community. If you're ready to learn practical men's health advice that many doctors never have enough time to explain during a regular appointment, take a second to press the like button. And if you appreciate clear, evidence-based information designed specifically for men over 50, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss future videos. Now, let's go through this one step at a time. Many men believe that once they reach their 50s, improving their health requires major changes. They start thinking about testosterone injections, expensive supplements, strict diets, or complicated workout programs. While those treatments have their place in certain situations, they often overlook something far more important. In many cases, the greatest improvements come from small decisions that are repeated every single day. Believe it or not, something as ordinary as what you choose to wear while sleeping can influence several important systems inside your body. It affects how well your body regulates temperature throughout the night. It influences hormone production, blood circulation, sleep quality, and even the way your brain supports recovery and intimacy. These are not minor details. They are fundamental biological processes that determine how you feel when you wake up every morning. If you've been feeling constantly tired, waking up during the night, lacking motivation, or simply feeling like you're not performing the way you used to, it's easy to assume that aging is completely responsible. But that's not always the case. Very often, your environment is working against your body's natural design. One of the easiest ways to support your biology is to allow your body to sleep the way it was naturally meant to, without unnecessary layers, trapping heat, and restricting normal function. During the last 5 years, I've treated hundreds of men over the age of 50. Many of them come into my office with similar concerns. They tell me they're struggling to sleep through the night. Their energy isn't what it used to be. Their motivation has faded. Their interest in intimacy has declined, and they worry that this is simply an unavoidable part of getting older. Of course, we discuss hormone levels, medications, nutrition, exercise, and medical conditions. Those conversations are important, but one thing has consistently surprised me throughout my practice. Very often, the changes that produce the biggest improvements are not the most expensive or complicated. Instead, they're simple lifestyle adjustments that support the body's natural ability to recover. One of those habits is sleeping without clothes. This isn't a trend or a gimmick, it's based on biology. Once men understand what's actually happening inside the body while they sleep, they're often amazed by how much difference this single habit can make. Removing those extra layers at night allows the body to function the way nature intended. Let's begin with the first major benefit. And in my opinion, it's also the one that is most frequently overlooked: better temperature regulation and significantly improved sleep quality. Your body follows a very precise internal rhythm every 24 hours. As bedtime approaches, your core body temperature naturally begins to decrease. This cooling process isn't accidental. It's one of the signals your brain relies on to prepare for deep, restorative sleep. As your body temperature drops, your brain increases the release of melatonin, the hormone responsible for telling your body that it's time to rest and recover. Melatonin helps guide you into deeper stages of sleep, where healing, hormone production, and tissue repair take place. The problem begins when your body cannot cool itself efficiently. Heavy pajamas, tight underwear, or synthetic fabrics that trap heat can interfere with this natural cooling process. Instead of allowing your body to reach the ideal sleeping temperature, they keep unnecessary warmth close to your skin. As a result, your brain receives mixed signals. Rather than drifting smoothly into deep sleep, you may find yourself tossing and turning, waking up repeatedly during the night, or struggling to stay asleep for long periods. From a biological standpoint, poor cooling leads to poor melatonin release. That means less deep sleep, fewer restorative sleep cycles, reduced REM sleep, and a slower recovery process overall. Even if you spend 8 hours in bed, your body may never receive the quality of sleep it truly needs. When that pattern continues night after night, the effects become impossible to ignore. You wake up feeling exhausted instead of refreshed. Your mood becomes more unstable. Small problems seem more frustrating than they should. You may even start believing that this constant fatigue is simply another unavoidable part of getting older. But in many cases, that's not the real issue. The problem isn't necessarily your age, it's that your body has been prevented from entering the deep, restorative sleep it was designed to experience. Over time, poor quality sleep begins to affect nearly every system in the body. Your memory becomes less sharp, your concentration starts to fade. Muscle recovery slows down after physical activity. Your immune system doesn't perform as efficiently. And yes, your sexual health can also suffer. These changes often develop so gradually that many men never connect them to the quality of their sleep. Instead, they assume they're simply losing their vitality, when in reality, their body has been missing the recovery it desperately needs every single night. There's another important reason temperature matters, especially for men. The testicles are designed to remain slightly cooler than the rest of the body. That isn't a flaw, it's a biological requirement. Maintaining a lower temperature allows them to function properly. When excess heat builds up because of tight underwear, thick sleepwear, or fabrics that trap warmth around the groin, it can interfere with normal testosterone production and negatively affect sperm health. Now, even if you're no longer concerned about fertility, testosterone should still matter to you. This hormone plays a central role in how you feel every day. It influences your energy, your motivation, your ability to build and maintain muscle, your mood, your mental focus, and the confidence you carry throughout your daily life. Healthy testosterone levels don't just affect one part of your body. They influence your overall quality of life. That's why sleeping without clothes can be so beneficial. It allows your body to cool naturally exactly the way it was designed to. Instead of trapping unnecessary heat, you're giving your body permission to regulate its own temperature, recover more efficiently, and rebuild itself while you sleep. Sometimes the best thing we can do for our health is simply remove the obstacles that prevent the body from doing its job. Now, let's move on to the second major benefit, supporting healthy hormonal balance. Most men already know that testosterone naturally declines with age. That's a normal part of the aging process. However, what many don't realize is that everyday lifestyle choices can speed up that decline far more than age alone ever could. Poor sleep, chronic stress, excess body heat during the night, and an unhealthy daily routine all send signals that work against your body's natural hormone production. When your body experiences ongoing stress or consistently poor sleep, it begins producing higher amounts of cortisol, commonly known as the stress hormone. Cortisol serves an important purpose during short periods of stress. But when it remains elevated for long periods, it starts working against you. It quietly drains your energy, disrupts your natural sleep cycle, reduces your interest in intimacy, interferes with healthy erections, and gradually lowers your overall sense of well-being. The difficult part is that cortisol rarely causes dramatic symptoms overnight. Instead, it works slowly and silently. Month after month, it chips away at your vitality until one day you notice that you no longer feel like yourself. Your motivation has faded. Your stamina isn't what it used to be. Your confidence has declined. Many men believe this is simply the price of getting older, when in reality, their body has been living under constant biological stress. The encouraging news is that improving your sleep environment can help reverse much of that stress response. Sleeping without clothes helps your body cool more effectively, making it easier to enter deeper stages of sleep. When your sleep improves, your body naturally shifts away from producing excess cortisol and creates better conditions for healthy testosterone production. It's important to remember that your body produces most of its daily testosterone while you're asleep, particularly during the deepest stages of sleep in the first part of the night. That means every uninterrupted hour of quality sleep gives your body another opportunity to restore hormone levels naturally. You're not forcing your body to produce testosterone. You're simply creating the conditions it needs to perform the way it was always designed to. From a biological perspective, deeper sleep supports healthier testosterone production. On an emotional level, many men begin noticing greater mental clarity, steadier confidence, and a renewed sense of motivation. In practical everyday life, those improvements often appear in simple but meaningful ways. You wake up feeling more refreshed. Your morning energy begins to return. Your focus becomes sharper throughout the day. Tasks feel easier to complete, and you regain the drive that may have slowly disappeared over the years. These aren't overnight miracles, and they aren't promises of instant transformation. They're the natural result of allowing your body to recover more effectively, night after night. Small improvements accumulate over time, and before long, those small changes begin creating noticeable differences in the way you think, feel, and function every single day. Now let's talk about the third major benefit, and it's one that almost every man over the age of 50 wants to improve: healthy circulation. Blood flow is one of the most important foundations of good health. Every heartbeat sends oxygen and nutrients throughout your body, feeding your muscles, supporting your brain, nourishing your organs, and helping every cell perform its job properly. When circulation is strong, your body functions more efficiently from head to toe. But when blood flow begins to decline, the effects often appear gradually, influencing far more than most men realize. This is especially true when it comes to sexual health. Many people think erections are only about hormones, but that's only part of the picture. An erection is primarily a circulatory event. It depends on healthy blood vessels that can expand easily and deliver enough blood to the tissues at exactly the right moment. If circulation becomes restricted, performance often begins to decline. In fact, changes in erectile function can appear years before a man is diagnosed with heart disease, high blood pressure, or other cardiovascular problems. I often tell my patients to think of the penis as an early warning system for the rest of the body. Because the blood vessels in this area are smaller than those supplying the heart or brain, they frequently show signs of reduced circulation first. When blood flow starts to weaken, the body often gives subtle signals long before a serious medical condition develops. Paying attention to those signals can encourage men to improve their overall health before larger problems arise. Now, consider what happens when night after night you sleep in tight underwear or restrictive clothing. Those garments can create unnecessary pressure, trap excess heat, and increase friction around one of the most sensitive areas of the body. While the effects may seem minor on any single night, repeating that pattern for months or even years may place unnecessary stress on the tissues and blood vessels that depend on healthy circulation. When blood vessels are constantly exposed to heat and compression, oxygen delivery may not be as efficient as it should be. Healthy tissue relies on a steady supply of oxygen and nutrients to maintain normal function over time. Reduced circulation can contribute to decreased sensitivity, slower recovery, and gradual changes in performance that many men mistakenly blame entirely on aging. Sleeping without clothes removes those unnecessary restrictions. It allows the tissues to remain cooler, reduces friction, and gives blood vessels the freedom to function more naturally throughout the night. While sleeping naked is not a medical treatment for erectile dysfunction, it supports one of the body's most important systems by creating a healthier environment for circulation. From a biological standpoint, better circulation supports a healthier vascular system throughout the entire body. From an emotional standpoint, confidence often grows when your body begins responding the way you expect it to. And from a practical standpoint, many men notice healthier morning erections, which are not simply related to intimacy. They are also considered an encouraging sign that blood flow and vascular function remain healthy. There's another benefit that many people rarely discuss, especially for men who share a bed with their partner. Sleeping without clothes naturally increases skin-to-skin contact. That physical contact stimulates the release of oxytocin, often called the bonding hormone. Oxytocin helps lower stress, encourages feelings of trust and emotional closeness, and strengthens the connection between partners in ways that go far beyond physical intimacy. Sometimes couples spend years searching for ways to reconnect emotionally. While simple daily habits quietly influence that relationship every single night, as oxytocin levels rise, many couples report feeling more relaxed around each other. Small gestures of affection become more natural. Stress from the day begins to fade more quickly, and emotional distance may slowly be replaced by a greater sense of comfort and security. While sleeping naked isn't a solution to every relationship challenge, it can become one simple habit that encourages closeness and meaningful connection over time. And if you're currently single, this advice is still just as valuable. Sleeping without clothes isn't only about sharing closeness with another person. It can also become an act of self-respect. It's a reminder that your body deserves proper care, comfort, and attention, regardless of your relationship status. Too often, men spend years criticizing themselves or believing that age has taken away their best years. In reality, your body continues working hard for you every single day, and it deserves an environment that supports healing instead of creating unnecessary stress. Choosing to sleep naturally sends yourself a quiet but powerful message. It says, "This is my body and I'm going to take care of it. I deserve to feel comfortable. I deserve quality rest. I deserve to support my health instead of working against it." Those thoughts may seem simple, but consistent acts of self-care often shape the way we feel about ourselves over time. True confidence doesn't always come from dramatic transformations. More often, it grows through small daily decisions that reinforce self-respect. When you consistently give your body what it needs, you begin building a stronger foundation for better health, greater energy, improved circulation, and a more positive outlook on life. Sometimes the smallest habits become the ones that create the biggest changes over the years. So, how can you begin if you've never slept without clothes before? The answer is simple. Don't feel like you have to change everything overnight. Like any healthy habit, it's often easier to make gradual adjustments that feel comfortable and natural. Your body adapts best when you allow the process to happen step by step instead of forcing an immediate change. If sleeping completely naked feels unfamiliar or uncomfortable at first, start with small changes. Loosen your waistband before bed. Choose lighter clothing. If that feels comfortable, try sleeping in only a loose sheet or gradually remove extra layers over several nights. The goal isn't perfection on the first night. The goal is giving your body the opportunity to experience a cooler, more natural sleeping environment and allowing yourself time to adjust. Next, think about creating a bedtime routine that tells your brain it's time to relax. One of the easiest ways to do this is by taking a warm shower before bed. Although it may sound surprising, a warm shower actually helps your body cool more effectively afterward, making it easier to fall asleep. Pair that with clean, fresh sheets and a calm, quiet bedroom. If you enjoy soft music or relaxing sounds, use them to help your mind slow down after a busy day. These small details may seem insignificant on their own, but together they create an environment that encourages deeper, more restorative sleep. As you begin this new habit, pay close attention to how your body responds. Notice whether you fall asleep more easily. Observe if you're waking up fewer times during the night. Pay attention to your energy when you get out of bed each morning. Ask yourself whether your mood feels more stable, your mind feels clearer, or your motivation begins to improve. These changes may not happen instantly, but many men begin noticing subtle improvements after remaining consistent for a short period of time. Consistency is the key. One good night's sleep is certainly helpful, but lasting benefits come from repeating healthy habits over and over again. Every night you allow your body to cool naturally is another opportunity for deeper sleep, healthier hormone production, better recovery, and improved circulation. These small improvements build on one another. Week after week and month after month, your body continues responding to the environment you create for it. Many people underestimate the power of simple daily habits because they don't produce dramatic results overnight. But your body doesn't work that way. It responds to consistency. The choices you make every evening influence how you feel the next morning. And those mornings eventually shape your weeks, your months, and ultimately, your overall health. The habits that seem ordinary today often become the reason you feel stronger and healthier years from now. I also want to speak directly to any man watching this who has started believing that his best years are behind him. Far too many men convince themselves that feeling exhausted, losing confidence, experiencing lower energy, or noticing changes in intimacy are simply unavoidable because of age. While aging does bring natural changes, it does not mean your body has forgotten how to heal or recover. The human body is remarkably intelligent. Even later in life, it continues working every day to repair tissues, balance hormones, regulate circulation, and restore itself while you sleep. Your body is not your enemy. It isn't working against you. In many cases, it's simply asking for the right conditions to perform the way it was designed to. Sometimes we focus so much on searching for complicated solutions that we overlook the simple habits capable of making a meaningful difference. Supporting your body's natural biology doesn't always require expensive treatments. Often, it begins with giving your body the comfort and freedom it has needed all along. I want you to remember one important truth. Sleeping without clothes is not a miracle cure, and it won't solve every health problem by itself. It cannot replace proper medical care, a balanced diet, regular exercise, or treatment for underlying conditions. However, it is one small decision that supports several important biological processes at the same time. It encourages better sleep, healthier hormone production, improved temperature regulation, and an environment where your body can recover more effectively. Think of it as a simple act of respect toward yourself. Every evening, you're making a conscious decision to give your body the opportunity to rest, recover, and function naturally. That small choice may seem insignificant in the moment, but over time, it can influence the way you sleep, the energy you carry throughout the day, the confidence you feel in yourself, and even the quality of your relationships. The path toward better health is rarely built on one dramatic decision. More often, it's created by hundreds of small choices repeated consistently. Sleeping naturally is simply one of those choices. Easy to begin, completely free, and fully aligned with the way your body was designed to recover. Sometimes the smallest adjustments become the foundation for the biggest improvements. So, tonight, before you get into bed, I want you to pause for just a moment and ask yourself one simple question. What if one of the easiest ways to improve your health wasn't another supplement, another prescription, or another expensive product? What if it simply meant giving your body the space it needs to breathe, cool down, and recover naturally while you sleep? At first, sleeping without clothes may feel a little unfamiliar. That's completely normal. Any new habit takes a little time to feel comfortable. But once your body adjusts, many men discover that what once felt unusual soon becomes one of the most comfortable parts of their daily routine. Instead of feeling restricted, they experience a greater sense of freedom. Instead of waking up tired and sluggish, they begin the day feeling more refreshed and better prepared for whatever lies ahead. The most important thing to remember is that good health is rarely built on one dramatic change. It grows through simple decisions that are repeated consistently over time. Every healthy choice you make becomes another investment in your future. Those investments may seem small today, but together they create lasting improvements that can transform the way you feel physically, mentally, and emotionally. As a urologist, I've learned that many men spend years searching for complicated answers while overlooking the simple habits that support the body's natural ability to heal. Your body is constantly working for you. Every night, it repairs tissues, balances hormones, restores energy, strengthens your immune system, and prepares you for another day. The least we can do is create an environment that allows those natural processes to happen without unnecessary obstacles. If there's one message I hope you take away from today's discussion, it's this. Growing older does not mean giving up on your health. It does not mean accepting constant fatigue, poor sleep, declining confidence, or reduced vitality as your new normal. Your age is only one part of the story. The choices you make every day continue to influence how your body performs, no matter how many birthdays you've celebrated. Even small adjustments can create meaningful improvements when practiced consistently. Sleeping without clothes isn't about following a trend or chasing a quick fix. It's about supporting your body's natural biology. Better sleep can lead to healthier hormone production. Healthier hormones can improve energy and motivation. Better circulation supports overall wellness and intimate health. Reduced stress helps both your body and your mind recover more effectively. And stronger recovery allows you to enjoy life with greater confidence and independence. These benefits don't happen because of magic. They happen because you're allowing your body to function the way it was originally designed to function. So tonight, give yourself permission to try something different. Pay attention to how you sleep. Notice how you feel when you wake up. Observe your energy throughout the day. Stay consistent for several weeks and allow your body the opportunity to show you what it's capable of when it's properly supported. You may be surprised by how much difference one simple habit can make. If you found today's video helpful, I'd really appreciate your support. Give this video a thumbs up so more men can discover this information and benefit from it as well. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. My goal is to continue sharing practical, evidence-based advice that helps men protect their health, maintain their independence, and enjoy a better quality of life as they grow older. And before you leave, I'd love to hear from you. Tell me in the comments where you're watching from, and let me know if you've ever tried sleeping without clothes or if you're willing to give it a chance after watching this video. I enjoy reading your experiences, and your comments help build a supportive community where men from all over the world can learn from one another. Always remember this: your life doesn't stop because you've passed 50. Your body is still capable of healing. Your mind is still capable of growing. Your strength can still improve. Your confidence can still return. And your healthiest years may still be ahead of you if you're willing to take small, consistent steps in the right direction. Never underestimate the power of simple daily habits. They often become the foundation for lasting health, renewed energy, stronger relationships, and a better quality of life. Thank you for spending this time with me today. I'm Dr. Rena. Take good care of yourself. Sleep well tonight, and I look forward to seeing you again in the next video.